From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Morning Edition.
All right, thanks for starting your Friday morning with us. It is Friday, January 19th.
So let's get started.
People are starting to warm up to us because this place was closed for a very, very long time. And then so now that they see that there is life in here, they see music.
A Bay Area bounce back that's music to all of our ears, seeing and celebrating those making San Francisco vacant to vibrant.
She is a community treasure, a human unicorn, and we absolutely love her.
A Bay Area bridge builder connecting communities one heart at a time. How does this woman push for beauty when times have been tough? She does it one dot at a time.
Shuffles his way away from the formation here on second and goal. Purdy has McCaffrey. Perfect design and a touchdown for San Francisco.
And San Francisco needs more of that, right? Linking arms with the Niners and the team's faithful. Join us in our virtual studio and live where the drum beat sounds a lot like clearing hurdles for the Super Bowl.
All my friends, we've always been Niner fans. As long as I can remember, I've never rooted for any other team.
Today is your day, Niners fans. Your community station ready to rock with you all the way to victory. Serve them up, eat them up. Let's get ready to eat some cheese on a Friday.
All right, I'm taking a live look outside this morning. This is my favorite shot of the city of San Francisco. We call it the Jewel Box shot. And smooth sailing in the weather department for now. But yeah, Jessica joining us with how we are going to be ramping up for a wet weekend.
Absolutely. It is game on, not only for the 49ers, but for the rain too here in the Bay Area. It is a first alert weather day as we are preparing for some heavy storms to move in later tonight. But we are off to a calm, cool start throughout the Bay Area. Partly cloudy skies in the Bay as we wake up this morning with 50s and upper 40s in areas like Los Gatos, San Jose, and take a look at our East Bay. Upper 40s anywhere from Concord over into Antioch. Off to a cool start throughout the Bay as we wrap up this work week and head into a beautiful but wet weekend. Now there's plenty to unpack when it comes to the weather happening this weekend. There's going to be a series of storms moving in from offshore. At times we can see hit or miss showers. At other times it becomes a lot more widespread throughout the Bay. So let's dive into it a little bit more. What's happening? Why are we experiencing so much rain? Well, we have a system moving in just from offshore. It's an area of low pressure that's going to continue to bring in wet weather all throughout this weekend and into next week. And it's also going to be bringing in gustier conditions too. Daytime highs, they still stay in the upper 50s and lower 60s. So not a concern there. It's not cool weather moving its way in necessarily. It's just wet and damp all throughout the Bay starting this afternoon around lunchtime. Just around lunchtime today, we're going to start seeing those series of showers move in along our coastline, the peninsula, and then it tracks off into the east throughout the Concord and Antioch. Now I'm going to time this out for you as we head into our forecast tomorrow coming up in just a bit. So you're prepared for that game as we head into our Saturday forecast. For now, over to you, Ann.
All right, that's why I'm going to be watching it from the comfort of my couch, Jessica. All right, let's take a look at our Friday morning commute. Filling in for Gianna on this morning, and it's a pretty typical Friday, starting off with our super commuters there on the Altamont Pass. Predictably slow right now for those leaving Tracy going westbound on 580. It's about a 40-minute drive into the city. Taking a live look at the toll plaza in Richmond. For those going westbound, pretty smooth drive to San Rafael. And taking a look at the overview we have of the speeds, you can see wide open right now across the Bay Bridge, only an 8-minute drive into the city. And taking a live look at the Golden Gate Bridge. No rain, no fog this morning. Great conditions for people going either direction. It is going to be the opposite for the evening commute, so we'll enjoy it while we got it. It's almost game day, as we've been talking about. Live look from Santa Clara at Levi Stadium this morning. That place is going to be lit tomorrow. The Niners cannot wait for the start of their playoff journey. Kickoff 5:15 tomorrow against the Packers. And the 49ers have not played what they call a meaningful game in 3 weeks after clinching that #1 seed in the NFC. So they are making sure to kick off any rust they might have for tomorrow, getting in their last practice yesterday. And thankfully, they're about as healthy as they can be coming off a bye week. The Niners entering the weekend as 9.5-point favorites. They've won the last 4 playoff meetings with Green Bay, but they are not looking past the Packers, especially after the Pack embarrassed the Cowboys in the wild card rounds.
Definitely don't look past opponents in the playoffs, and but when you watch the tape, it makes perfect sense.
And they got our attention no matter what, honestly. You win on the road as a 7th seed against a really good Dallas team. I mean, that's enough in itself, and then the fact that they won the way that they did, our hats off to them.
Now, we do have a bit of a rivalry going here, though. This is the 10th playoff meeting between the Packers and the 49ers over the past 29 seasons. No other two teams have met more than 5 times in the postseason during that span. The 49ers would clinch their spot in the NFC Championship if they win. I know, Reed, you've been saying when they win, but I prefer not to jinx it.
I'm manifesting. I saw that, the secret, right? So as we get ready for the 49ers and the Packers tomorrow, check this out. This is some of our magic here in studio. As people get ready for that, we join you from our virtual skybox as part of all of our excitement as we move to victory this weekend. We're just going to say it. It is a big weekend, a big game in your community station going all out. We're going big. It starts here right now. I mean, check this out. It's so cool. This is a part of our drumbeat to victory. Virtual here, but tomorrow's playoff game is where the battle to win and to get to the Super Bowl will play out in real life. Hey, we've got a restaurant in San Jose packed this morning. They're not waiting until Saturday to get this tailgate started. Watch this. Sean Chitton is live with us at a place called Sushi Confidential where the party is just kicking off this morning. Sean, who do you have?
Hey, Reed, good morning. Yeah, here in downtown San Jose, and what a great party thanks to this man right here, Randy Muster, or Sushi Randy. So, Randy, tell us a little bit about what you have planned as we get ready for the big game.
Yeah, we're looking to have this patio full tomorrow, obviously, for the Niners game. We have a great environment here, multiple bars. We're gonna have a great fan base coming here tomorrow.
And to prove that, he got a bunch of his close friends to come join us this morning. Tell us what we're going to do here right now.
So we're going to do a big sake bomb. I don't know who I know that's done a sake bomb at around 6 a.m., but we're going to do this now for the Niners to bring that positive energy and get that win.
All right, so let's lead the fans on. Tell us how this is going to go down or what you want them to do.
Yeah, so I'm going to say when I say sake, you say Niners, sake, Niners, right? We'll do that 3 times. They're going to hit the table, and then they're going to take their sake bomb, all right?
Let's do it.
All righty. When I say sake, you say Niners, sake, Niners, sake, Niners. Another 49er festa! Ooh, 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 go!
All right, how did they do?
They did pretty good. It's hard to do it on a granite countertop, but you know what? It's 6 a.m. We're having a sake bomb, and we're ready to celebrate that Niner game.
All right, Randy, thanks so much. Just to be clear, none of us drinking, only the fans. We're behind the bars, but we're not serving either, but having a great time, just getting started. And we're going to have more with the fans, including the Gold Rush, the cheerleaders. They're here. We'll have them for you in our next half hour. Reed, back to you.
And Niners. Sean, congrats on the red jacket. I wore the red laces this morning. So much fun. We'll visit you a little bit later this morning. Hey, listen up, Niners fans who aren't out at this fun event, the Sake Niners event that you just watched. We have you covered for the Countdown to Showdown tomorrow. We know you'll be out representing. You already have, right? Laureen Ayub with fans planning to show up and show out in style.
When it comes to passion for your city, you could never have enough. At least that's what Carlos Vargas believes. The longtime 49er fan and San Francisco native headed over to the team store to snatch up some gear for this Saturday's game.
And I came here to purchase some new Niner gear so that we could win in style.
Carlos is no stranger to 49er moments. He recalls the glory days with Joe Montana and wants to provide those memories for his family. That's why he's shopping around to purchase them some gifts.
I grew up in the Mission District in San Francisco, so all my friends, we've always been Niner fans as long as I could remember. I've never rooted for any other team, but not growing up without a father figure, I want to give my kids what I never had, which is pass on the faithfulness of being a 49er fan.
As folks like Carlos and many more fans prepare to watch the game, the NFL is coordinating watch parties all over the Bay Area. Nick Clark, the senior manager of NFL engagement, is making sure they're all worthwhile.
If you're at home thinking, you know what, I need more energy to watch this big game against the Green Bay Packers, let me head down to one of these watch parties. You can find out more information at 49ers.com/playoffs.
As for Carlos, he will be watching alongside his family and believes.
My prediction is I'm going to have cheesecake for dessert. So I think we're going to send the Cheeseheads packing, unfortunately. They are a good team, but they're not the 49ers.
According to Carlos and his passion for the Bay, win or lose, the Niners will always be champions.
Yeah, double serving of cheesecake for dessert. I'm there with you. So we're taking the playoffs one game at a time. The Niners definitely have the firepower to take control of tomorrow's game. And ahead of the game, we're talking to you on social media. We went to X and asked you, our viewers, which Niners player you think will be the MVP in the game. So let's take a look. So far, 62% of you say Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy, though, not to be forgotten, folks, 37.8%. People are talking about Purdy, and we're going to be talking about that coming up a little bit later in the broadcast. You know, we're going big. You can take that to the bank. Stay with us all morning long for all things 49ers. And let's send it back over to you from our virtual reality set for this morning's headlines.
All right, thank you, Reed. Congress has passed a short-term spending bill avoiding a potential government shutdown. That's going to keep the lights on and agencies funded until early March. This marks the third time Congress has put this off, extending spending on a temporary basis since the start of the federal fiscal year on October 1st. Lawmakers in the House and Senate acknowledge they still have a long way to go before approving long-term funding. So now they have another 6 weeks to negotiate and pass a dozen spending bills totaling $1.6 trillion to fund the government through the fall. Update now on the investigation into the 2021 shooting death of Kevin Nishida. A third suspect you see here, LeBron Gilbert, has been arrested in connection with that case. U.S. Marshals tracked him down in Kansas City. Here's what investigators are saying. Gilbert was the getaway driver the night Nishida was shot and killed while working security for a local TV station in Oakland. 2 other suspects in that shooting remain in jail. Gilbert is waiting to be transported back to Alameda County to face those charges. Reed.